Hello, and welcome to Update 6 on Hurricane Irma. Before this video does start, this is proudly sponsored by Floyd Glass and Window. Check them out in the link below. Let's get right into it. So, this is Hurricane Irma. Hurricane Irma is currently a Category 4 on the Saffir-Simpson hurricane wind scale and is capable of great damage and could cause great damage to the Leeward Islands, which is what it is expected to hit. Winds of 135 miles per hour, pressure of 942 hectopascals, movement west-southwest at 14 miles per hour, latitude of 16.9 degrees north, longitude of 52.7 degrees west. You can see the eye really starting to show up on Irma. Getting into the 5-day forecast, you can see now, unfortunately, Florida within the cone of uncertainty. But let's just go through it. Within the next 24 hours, I expect this to maintain at Category 4 intensity. Could even be a Category 5, but I'm not going to put my, not going to bet on it. I do bet on a Category 5 here, 48 hours time. That is when I would expect a Category 5. That's when I expect this to hit its peak intensity before beginning to weaken due to land interaction and wind shear. So it'll become a Category 5, and then it'll gradually weaken throughout the next 3 days and could cause hurricane conditions to the Leeward Islands, Puerto Rico, Haiti, the Dominican Republic, Cuba, the Bahamas, and the United States. Getting into the watches and warnings, hurricane watches do extend all the way from Haiti all the way up to Florida. The Bahamas are also in a hurricane watch, despite them not being circled on this map. Getting into the warnings, you can see a hurricane warning that is in effect from Puerto Rico to the northern parts of the Leeward Islands. You can also see, though, a hurricane watch as well as a tropical storm warning in the central Leeward Islands. Major hurricane force winds are extending farther within the hurricane, and the hurricane force winds and the tropical storm force winds are also expanding as the storm does expand. Getting into the sea surface temperatures, those are getting hotter and hotter every day for it, and they're about to get to the hottest point where they can sustain that Category 5 intensity. So I would not be surprised if this does rapidly intensify into a Category 5 any minute now. Well, not any minute, but any hour. But we'll just have to see what does happen. It's going to be quite a while, though, before we do truly know what exactly is going to happen with Irma. Getting into wind shear, you can see the wind shear is low and it's going to remain low as it does go through the Leeward Islands. Like I said, we don't really know what's going to happen with Irma past that. The models are shifting all the time. They've shifted now to a Florida landfall, or it even going back into the Gulf of Mexico and striking Texas again. The models are nuts, and we're having a very hard time forecasting this as the time does go on. So we'll just have to see what happens. I'll be making more updates on this today, so that way you can get the latest information on this as it does happen. Check me out on social media at Microcasting on Facebook and Twitter. Thank you so much for watching. This is Microcasting St. Louis, signing out.